Okay, so this is one of the most important videos I'm ever going to share with any of you, and for that reason I hope you really stay tuned and pay attention. Even though it's going to be a short video, it's going to be one of real lasting significance, and I hope that you really take it in and take it to heart. Okay? So before we get started, let me share a quick introduction.
Hi everybody, this is Albie from Pasadena, California, and for my business partner Elizabeth in Macedonia, we both want to welcome you to this short video. We're going to give you some really great tips about earning online. So let's get going.
So this morning I was actually taking a walk with my dog and contemplating the difference between success and failure. Have you ever noticed how hard it is to get someone on your team and then see them turn around and quit just a week later? Well, this happens all the time. And this is definitely not what creates success, right? And one of the things that really stuck out in my mind is the idea of people joining and uniting for a similar cause, for a cause that they all believe in, and being able to unite and achieve what they're really seeking. And I really believe that this has a lot to do with succeeding in your business or not. Honestly, if you're out there fighting alone and you're the only one doing it, then you're going to lose, right? And it's in the uniting of each other together for a similar cause to be able to create something of real value that people come together and create massive value and massive action, massive results. Okay, and this is so important if you want to win succeeding on the internet or anywhere for that matter. Let me go into some details about how this strategy can actually be applied in real life. Okay, so I know you've probably seen the movie Braveheart with Mel Gibson playing as William Wallace. And, you know, when you watch that movie, you're really shocked because this one person created so much passion and unity for the cause of defending Scotland. And, you know, honestly, it's that kind of passion that will win with for you in any kind of situation, especially in a business or cause that you're trying to succeed with. You have to really believe in what you're doing, and people have to really believe with you and follow you and want to win with you. And so these are really big factors in success, right? And that's why it's really important to work, be consistent in your business every day, work on it. I'm not saying work 7 days a week, but, work 5 or 6 days a week on your business consistently. Even if you're working it part-time, to do it consistently, be consistent, and don't worry about, how the results are going to look right away. The most important thing is creating a habit so that your business can succeed in the long run. A lot of times people go out there and try to win it on their own and get successful on their own, and that's important, but it's the team that is going to win in the end. And even though your skills are important to develop and to get good at that, and that's what's going to happen if you're consistent every single day. If you work on your business a little bit, you're going to get very successful and skillful. But eventually you need to be able to pull together to make a team. Just like wolves, they stick together. By themselves, they may not be super powerful, but together they're a force to be reckoned with. Especially if you're wandering through the woods, right? And it's the uniting of people together that creates success. A lot of times what I've noticed is people, they join a business and then, within a short amount of time, because they don't see results or whatever it is that they are looking for, they quit. And this is honestly what breaks the chain of people having success, right? What really makes people good and successful is when people stick together and form a cause, a united cause in what they're doing. And if people could stick together instead of just quitting every time, and quitting on their sponsor and just quitting because they don't have success right away, one of the worst things that you can do is jump from one shiny object to the next, hoping for magical, what I quote, magical success. You know, Honestly, you have to have a lot of money if you want to create such a huge, powerful source of advertising that creates such huge results. And most people don't have that kind of money to create that much advertising power. And that's why it's so important to find something, a good, solid company, and come together and join forces and create something awesome together, right? The thing is that a lot of these different businesses, a lot of these different opportunities, you're going to think that it's the business that's important. And honestly, it's not so much the business that is the most important thing. Now, if the business has got a good pay structure, then awesome. That's one of the most important things. If it's got a good solid foundation, a good product that it's selling, awesome. Here's the thing. It's not usually the business that dictates whether you're going to have success or not. It's your skills. I only found this out after going through 40 different businesses and spending over $10,000. So trust me, I've been through a lot of programs, and it wasn't the program that was the cause for having or not having success. You will learn the skills. That's the thing. If you stick with it long enough, you will learn the skills. That's not the most important thing is creating the team that is loyal to each other and sticks together in the good times and the bad times, right? And that's how wolves succeed, and that's how ants. I mean, look at ants, right? Ants are by themselves. You just put out your finger and squish them, But as a force, when you have a lot of ants together, they can cause misery to a whole town, right? Or whatever it is that they come against, and in massive numbers. And so it's the same thing here. If we want to succeed, if we want to win, then we have to stick together, work together, and get better together, right? Develop your skills together as a team. There's obviously way more strength together, even as two people, than as one. I'm sure you've noticed that by yourself, sometimes, you run out of a dollar or whatever, you don't have quite enough change, but then you have your spouse with you or your friend with you, and they help you out with a little bit extra money. People come together and they help each other with their weaknesses, right? And as a team, there's so much more power in that. And that's the massive importance of communication between each other, learning how to get along with each other and go through hard times together and win together, right? And if everybody comes into a business and then 5 days later, because they haven't made a certain amount of money, they quit, nobody's going to succeed. It's like a chain that has lost the link. Every time that you come inside a business, I understand that there's some businesses out there that you decide after a few days that you don't want to be part of it. But when it's a good business, when it's been around for 10 or 20 years, and it consistently pays out like the businesses that we're in, you know, I don't see why someone would want to quit something that has obviously been working in the past for a long time. It's really usually not the business itself that's the problem. It's usually the skills that you don't know yet, right? And as I found out over 5 years of going through 40 different businesses, it wasn't the businesses that was the problem so much. Yes, there was a problem that they didn't teach these skills, but what happened was when I found a mentor, a seven-figure income earner, and someone who was willing to mentor me and taught me these skills, it changed everything for me. But skills alone will not win the day, right? It takes a team, right? By yourself, you can fight, a good amount of people by yourself. But eventually, when an army comes against you, you're going to lose, right? And that's why it takes a team to win. And the only way that you're going to be able to create a team is if you're willing to stick together and not quit on each other. right? When you look at corporations and different businesses, they pay people to be employees. So basically, it's almost like you're a little bit of a slave to them, because I mean, you're not a slave. I mean, you're not working for free, but at the same time, you're not working on your dreams. You're putting together the dreams of the person who's paying you, your boss or the owner, right? And in order for us to win at our dreams, right, we have to work together. And sometimes working together can mean that you're not going to see results right away. Okay, it takes time for success to happen. All right, and so if you're thinking, I want, if you want to make some extra money, then get a job. Okay, but if you want to win and create a massive business that takes care of some of the things that you've always dreamed about, like being able to travel around the world and have your work on your business from anywhere in the world, and do things that you've always dreamed of, it's going to take it's going to take a lot of energy, a lot of work, a lot of people. It's going to take a big team to be able to create that. Okay, and the only way that you can succeed at some of these things that you dream about is for a team to work together and make it happen as a united force. Okay, and so I want to encourage you to, maybe you're thinking, well, maybe I don't have enough money, for this one business. Maybe this one business costs too much. Well, our Elizabeth and I, we work with 3 different businesses, right? We work with GDI. It only costs $10 a month. Okay, it works with 5 levels down. It's easy to understand the compensation plan. No one's stealing anything from anyone. The company has got some of the highest accolades with as far as the Better Business Bureau. It has a good standing among in the United States and around the world, and so there's no reason to that ten you know that most people can afford $10 a month, right? So as far as money, GDI is a good place to start. All right. The next thing is the prosperity marketing system. It only costs $12 a month, right? Prosperity marketing system has been around a long time too, and it allows you to earn $10 per person. Now you have to see the full compensation plan to understand how it works. All right, because I don't have time to go into it right now, but $10 per person that comes in underneath you is almost 100% income, right? Almost 100% commission. So that's a good place to start if you don't have a lot of money. All right, now I work with the Power Lead system as my main company, and yes, it does take anywhere between $30 to $53 a month to make PLS work. But my income and my earnings are 10 times more than what I earn with GDI and the Prosperity Marketing System, because PLS pays out a lot more. All right, and so the earnings in PLS are much higher. So I earn, like I said, a lot more from PLS than any other business I've ever worked with. In addition, the Power Lead system has all the tools that you need to be able to build your list, build your advertising, your capture pages, learn effective communication with your prospects and your list. It has all the tools that you need to be able to succeed in one platform, instead of having to go out and get multiple platforms and multiple opportunities or businesses or tools to be able to fit them all together. Right, and that's why I like the Power Lead system in one place, because it allows me to teach my whole team everything that they need to know on one platform, and earn the most too. So for me, working PLS is not a problem at all, because I make 10 times more than what I put into it financially. Right, so of course I didn't at the beginning. I was working with PLS for a long time before I made a profit, because I didn't understand the skills how to succeed on the internet. And when I learned these skills, I started to succeed. I started to succeed with a lot of different businesses, not just PLS, not just GDI, not just PMS. Every business I did, I started to succeed because I knew the skills. And some of the most important skills you can learn is learning how to build a list. All right, and to communicate to that list, right? And this is part of the 5 critical skills. Once you learn these skills, you become good at it. But like I said, you might be able to have a big effect, but without a team, it really doesn't amount to a lot. Okay, it's why, I mean, you can be really great, and as a soldier or a warrior, you can take down 10 or 20 people by yourself. But when hundreds and thousands come against you, it's over, right? And that's why you need to work together as a team if you want to create that leverage and massive results that you're looking for. And that's why it's so important just at the starter levels to realize how important it is to not quit on each other, right? To give yourself time to learn how these skills to how to succeed, all right? The skills are out there. The people are out there to teach you, right? We're here for you. I'm here personally to show you what these skills are, right? To help you learn what these 5 skills are. And basically, a few of these skills, are, like I told you, are the 5 critical skills. And the 5 critical skills work a little bit like this, right? It all has to do with your list. If you think of an asset like, let's say, an apartment building, all right? An apartment building is worth millions of dollars. Okay, it's an asset. It's something that keeps putting money into the owner's pocket over and over again. Every single person inside that apartment building has to pay rent, and every month that owner is earning $2,000, $3,000 per apartment, right, over and over again until the debt is paid off, and they just continue to make money every single month for every single apartment. And so it's a huge income generating asset. Well, it's the same thing for online. The asset online is your list. Think about Facebook. Think about how many people Facebook has on its list. There's billions of, I'm guessing there's billions of people on Facebook's list, right? That's how Facebook succeeds, because it has a huge list, all right? And your list is your asset. So if you quit, you will stop building your list. As soon as you quit, your asset is completely gone. And that's why building your list is so important. Staying together, working together, building that list, right? How do you make that list? Well, you have to learn how to get good at advertising. You need to learn how to create your own ads. You can use other people's ads that they make for you on the team, but eventually you want to learn how to make your own ads, and that's for the point of getting subscribers, right? If you're promoting someone else's ads, it's a very good chance you're not going to get subscribers like what you want. Right, a lot of people have seen these ads already, and it's not 100% that you have to create your own ads, but eventually you want to get good at this so that you can dominate at getting subscribers and building your list. Okay, and then the third thing is actually building your list into the hundreds and thousands, and then tens of thousands. All right, your list is so powerful. Okay, and then learning how to communicate with your list effectively. That's where the rubber hits the road. Okay. But like I said, you can get good at these skills, but if you don't stick together, if you quit on each other, right, and you don't build this team that I'm talking about, it all falls apart. The chain, the link in the chain, it's busted. Okay? What's going to happen is you're going to, let's say you're not very good. Let's say you get one person on your team in the month. Okay? And then the next month, you get another member on your team, but the first one quits. So you're back down to 1 again, right? But let's say that they don't quit. Let's say that you don't quit on each other. Well, 1 becomes 2, and then 2 becomes 4, and 4 becomes 6, and soon everybody's helping each other and building this huge team, and it becomes a force to be reckoned with, all right? And that's why building a team is so important, and not quitting on each other is so important, because you create a massive force when you work together and stick together and learn together. I hope this makes sense to you, because it's really important. If you have any questions for me, I'd love to hear what they are. I'm here to answer any questions that you might have. Feel free to get in touch with me. I'm going to put my email up here. There's a link that you can join our team. I'm going to encourage you to work with your sponsor. Don't break the chain, right? And let's make this work. All right, let's make things happen. Let's create a force to be reckoned with together. Okay. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. You're helping us to succeed. We want to turn around and help you to succeed. So don't forget to press the like button and the subscribe button. And we'd love to have you as a subscriber, as a member inside of YouTube. And also, we'd love to have you as a team member on our team and helping create your dreams together. Okay, this is Albie. You have a great day, and we'll talk with you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.